Hello and welcome to Blimey TV. I'm sitting after Carlisle. I've just drawn 1-1 with Cheltenham Town away from home in what was a game in which we played some of the best football I've seen all season from us because, Cheltenham, with the draw, it confirmed their promotion to League One and it all but confirmed our, continuous season in League Two. But that's a negative to take from quite a positive game today because that first half we played, we went 1-0 up. We played some of the best football I've seen us play all season, because the goal was great. We were trying one-touch football. We were playing with a back three at times, which just looked really solid. Anderton was winning all his tackles. Aaron Hayden was winning all his tackles. Reece Bennett was winning all his tackles before he was forced off through an injury. Danny Devine came on and looked great. But Callum Guy added another assist to his tally with the free kick in for Josh Coyote to head the pretty much identical goal from what he scored last week in that 1-1 draw with Harrogate Town. And with Harrogate we didn't play well and we got a draw. Against Cheltenham today we played well and we were held to a draw. The Cheltenham goal that happened was from a free kick, unsavable, and I don't know. I don't know how the refs give it as a free kick though, because there was no contact from Anderton, not that you could see on the eyeful of cameras anyways. But even if that didn't, well done to Cheltenham. They've been one of the best teams. Alfie May is probably one of my favourite players in the league. He deserves to be up in League One, and I think he'll be great next season. But he's been probably the best player I've seen. I remember seeing him at Brunton Park when we played them earlier on in the season. He was an amazing player, Alfie May. And I've watched Cheltenham. I've watched a Cheltenham game since against, I can't remember who it was against, but I remember watching it and thinking he was probably the best player. He's one of the best players in the league, Alfie May. And he is a great striker for the likes of Cheltenham here. But this is all confirmed that we won't be getting into the playoffs, which is a disappointing result considering we were going for the league title not so many months ago. But it's not entirely impossible. We've made it all but impossible. I think we need to win our next two by quite a lot of goals while assuming that everybody else around us loses, which is a very big ask. This was a game that I was expecting to come in. I was expecting us to lose coming into this game, but that first half especially was amazing football. We were the better team in the second half as well, without a doubt. It was that one dodgy free kick that they got, amazing free kick, there's no saving it. It was just a fantastic goal that I don't think you can really blame the Carlisle defence for conceding. Magnus Norman came in today, which is what I think it's a statement of intent from Chris Beach that, as much as Farman's been a great servant to the club, we've got a young keeper here who's, if he plays as well as he did today, he'll go on to become a great keeper for us because he didn't have to do much, but when he was called upon, he was amazing. He made one brilliant save low to his right, which, especially with him being such a big keeper, it's really difficult for him to get down to that. He came for crosses, that I think Farman probably wouldn't have, purely because he's a bit bigger than Farman. But I can see him being our number one keeper next season, first choice throughout the entire season next season. Maybe bring back, a championship keeper on loan as our second choice, maybe, or bring in a keeper like what we had with Lewis Gray, because I think Farman's probably going to go and want to play week in, week out, maybe at a club in League Two, maybe National League, or maybe he'll go on to be a second choice keeper in League One. But Paul Farman, I think him being dropped to the bench today was a real statement of intent from Beach, because Magnus Norman I can see being our first choice keeper going forward into next season, and I am pretty sure he's going to start our last two games of the season. But Anderton played well today, which he hasn't been in recent weeks, and I've just recorded a podcast with the Blue Army podcast. So if you haven't checked it out, go and check it out already. Go and check it out now, because I listen to it on Spotify, but it's available on other podcasting platforms such as iTunes, Podbean. I think that's a thing. But yeah, it's a brilliant podcast. Now I've been on it today, recording for the match before this, and it's a great show. I love being on there, and it's great seeing more fan media, fan opinion being brought up into sort of like the public space, which is something that's been lacking. It's something I came on this channel to do, and it's something that them lot have done. Chris Welch have done, and I've said it in the past. The increase in these sort of channels is what a fan base needs, and Carlisle have got probably you don't get that with other League Two clubs. Like you don't get a Salford like almost like podcast or fan channel or anything like that, because I think Carlisle fans are something special. I like being part of the Carlisle fan base. It is a great honour to be a part of it. But yeah, today, disappointing result, but the performance, there's nothing you can take away from it today. Ethan Walker came on and looked brilliant, which I think is something Chris Beach will be looking at in the summer. He'll be thinking, I'm pretty sure Ethan Walker's contract's coming to an end in the summer. Maybe it's almost pre-agreed with them, where Chris Beach has said, don't renew your contract with Preston and you can come here because we want you. Because I've never been a massive fan of the loan system. With you'll remember Yates and Naddison, who played for us, and then were withdrawn in January, and with us losing out on those loan players, we went from 5th to I think 11th that season under Stephen Presley. But Ethan Walker and Josh Coyote, the two loan players in our team today, they both look brilliant. Josh Coyote obviously getting the goal, and Ethan Walker coming on, and he could have had a goal, and he could have had an assist at one point. Another instance I should probably mention: Nick Anderton cross into the middle of the park. Josh Coyote gets a header onto it. Should score really, but it just hits the crossbar. It's an instance where he caught it too well. He caught it perfectly, and he didn't need to. That just needs to come off the side of his head and go in. But he hit it bang on his head, and it just went straight against the crossbar. You could hear it, and it was still rattling moments later. But excellent performance today. We deserve to win, but a dodgy refereeing decision has let us down. And I don't want to be a person that blames the refs, but I think it's common knowledge now that refs in this division aren't good enough. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. It's disappointing result, great performance, and I don't think you can really fault the team on what they did today. So yeah, in a bit.